So you can come inside the ride, don't stop. And if you hit it right, you lollipop. I get a liquor to it, all this liquor going through my system got me overdue the beat. What's up, guys? We're just gonna rock out to Peak until more people come. What you tryna eat? Hey, this party and it's getting for the week. Woo! And baby, it's Black Friday, bitches. So you know what that means. Every single year for Black Friday, I do a 60% off sale at IamKARRA.com. It's the biggest sale of the year, the lowest prices of the year. And so in honor of that, we are going to do a live stream today. What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome. Oh my God, it's Peak. Yeah, I felt like I really needed an introduction. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to play a little bit of Peak. And if you guys actually noticed, I just posted a video using the new second generation Apollo, and I recorded my song Peak through the Apollo. So if you're interested in hearing what the new Apollo sounds like, and all using UAD plugins, I just posted that video. It's the most recent upload on my channel. Welcome, guys. Hello. Welcome, welcome. So go ahead, ask your questions. I'm definitely going to be answering a ton of questions for you guys. We can talk anything from spiritual stuff, music business, production, content creation, just anything you want to know. Ask away. Hi, Martin. So hi, KARRA. This is Martin from Germany with many greetings. Just hearing one of my faves of your song. Oh, good. That is so cool. Peak is actually one of my favorite songs on the album. It's the most popular song on Spotify right now in terms of my album. So I am actually going to be filming a self-produced music video for Peak in December. I'm so excited. We're going to have choreography. We're going to be riding horses. We're going to be climbing mountains. We're going to be doing all sorts of cool stuff in this music video. And it's going to be completely self-produced, self-edited. I have been filming music videos with Reed for many years now. Reed actually started on YouTube before I did. So he was familiar with the video production process before I was, but we have steadily developed our video production skills over the years, and we have filmed many music videos that never made it to the light of day. I've never posted any of them because a lot of the visuals we were making, it was a lot of experimenting. You know, we had to develop our skills. So we're finally at the point where we can make our own music videos, and I'm so excited to not only produce amazing tutorials for you guys, but produce amazing music videos, live performances. Like, I want to do really cool stuff with my YouTube channel this year. So 2025 is the year that I truly 100% focus on my community here on YouTube and give my absolute all to you guys, because I so appreciate you. I value you guys so much. And yeah, I love YouTube. So that's where I'm at mentally. All right, let me look at what some of you guys are saying. Okay, put my mic up. Okay. Boom, boom. Can you hear me a little bit better? Is that good? All right, cool. All right, so let me see. So we got Reed Stefan in the house. What's up, Reed? Speaking of Reed Stefan, he is also having a Black Friday sale for 60% off all of his drum packs, his vocal sauce, his slate sauce, UAD sauce, and he has courses available on his website for Auto-Tune and Pro Tools. So if you guys are interested in getting the lowest prices of the year on both mine and Reed's websites, we are running a Black Friday sale going on for 60% off. Actually, let's just quickly, before we get into answering y'all's questions, let's take a look at our website so that you can see what we're offering right now. Okay, so here we obviously have I'mKarra.com. Oh, just want to make sure you guys can see. You can see my website, right? Okay. So my vocal sample pack, 60% off. So you can get it for $28. These are royalty-free vocal samples, so you can use them in your productions. And actually, if you watched one of my most recent videos that I uploaded, how to produce a tech house beat from scratch, I start the beat with one of my vocal samples. So if you are interested in learning how to utilize vocal samples in your productions, please go watch that tutorial. It's incredibly in depth. There are a lot of really great tricks, and I think you will learn quite a bit about production and how to use vocal samples. So yeah, this vocal sample pack includes 500 plus vocal samples. That is 500 vocal stems from me, which includes effects, hooks, verses, phrases, ad-libs, you name it, I got it. Oh, pads, harmonies, all sorts of stuff. So I have that available for you guys in this vocal sample pack. Let's actually listen to a little snippet of one of the demo songs so you can hear what's available.
Feel the frequency, it's bringing out the freak in me. I'm out of control. Give me, I'm out of control. Can feel the frequency, it's bringing out the freak in me. I'm out of control. Give me, I'm out of control. Touch my body. Take over my body. I'm ready to go. I came here to party 'cause the party's all I know. Turn me on. Touch my body. Take it on. Let's get naughty. We're all at the fire, my soul. Let the rhythm take over when we're out on the floor. Fuck the club up. 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, 4. We're all at the fire, my soul. Let the music take over till we're out of control.
Anyway, you guys get the point. I don't have just house samples. I have samples available for all genres, all styles of music. And what's really cool about vocal samples and why I love providing samples for the community is that you truly can create anything from them. You can chop my vocals up and create a synth lead. You can do all sorts of stuff. So anyway, I'm excited that that's 60% off, $28. You can get that sample pack royalty free, completely royalty free. The only thing I ask is that you please do not feature my name on your release. So you can use all the samples that you want. Just do not tag my artist page on DSPs when you distribute the song. Okay, so we got vocal templates, my infamous vocal templates. So these are on sale. Oh, but the sale prices aren't on this page, so I got to fix that. But let's just go to the main page. Yeah, this is the correct price. My vocal templates are on sale for $12 right now. These are a fantastic addition to your workflow. So if you are recording vocals, you can take one of my vocal you can take one of my vocal templates and drag it into your session, and you have everything laid out for you. Your vocal chain is ready to go. I have multiple channels for leads, doubles, harmonies, ad-libs. So all you have to do is drag this vocal template into your session, and you have all of your stock plugins, your vocal chain ready to go to record. So I love using a vocal template because it just eases up the workload while I'm trying to, record a song, get an idea out. So a stock plugin vocal template is great for when you are getting your idea started. And then when you have your song written and recorded, that's when you can go in and maybe add a couple more plugins and really hone in the sound of your vocal. So you can tweak it from there. And yeah, I love vocal templates. They are a very valuable tool to my workflow. So I hope that helps you guys as well. They're on sale for $12. And then we have my serum presets. These serum presets, these sounds were actually created from my voice. So basically me and Reed, we recorded a bunch of vocal samples and then we put my vocals into the wavetables in Serum and we created all of these amazing Serum presets. So if you're interested in having new sounds for your productions and you want something really unique and different, I definitely recommend this. And obviously Serum's great. You know, I use it all the time in my productions. Then I have isotope presets for, you know, vocals. I got KARRA for Nectar. I have KARRA for Ozone, which is a mastering plugin. So all of these are presets that you can put into your session, and it just helps alleviate some of the pressures of creating your own mastering chains and, you know, vocal chains as you're working and recording your ideas. And then we got Waves presets. And I actually just did a tutorial for Waves plugins, recording my song Wusa. That video, I love it. I'm actually really excited. I'm just so excited to finally be at the point on my YouTube channel where I have all of these incredible brands and companies that I've been using my entire career actually asking me to use their products in my studio sessions. It's such a blessing. So, and then last but not least, I have video courses for sale. And everything is on sale for $28. If you want the course bundle, that's on sale for $68. So I have songwriting for beginners, singing for beginners, and how to create vocal sample packs. So that's what I got going on at imkarra.com. I briefly want to take a look at Reed's website, wholeloops.com, because he is also doing a 60% off Black Friday sale. So if you want his courses, we got Auto-Tune Pro course, we got Pro Tools course, and we have a video content creation course, all on sale for 60% off. We have his infamous drum kits, his disrespectful 808s. We're always using his disrespectful 808s in my productions. And I use a lot of his sample packs in my YouTube videos. So definitely watch my YouTube videos and you'll see how we use all of his products. So anyway, enough of all that stuff. Let's get back to it. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Wow, I got a lot of people in the chat. This is fantastic. What's going on? Greetings. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. You guys are all so sweet. I appreciate you so much. And I'm so excited to be here and to, you know, provide incredible tutorials and insights and music to just build the best community ever. I'm just so happy to have you. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm so used to like huddling into the mic like this because I'm like, can they hear me? Okay. All right. So, hey, how's it going? I follow you here from Brazil. I think your work is great. Oh, thank you so much. I would love to visit Brazil one day. I feel like I would fit in really well there, actually. Okay, so let's see. What camera is this stream? It's so clear and great lighting. So I am actually using the Sony FX3 and I have RE cinema lenses on the Sony. So yeah, it's a great camera setup. Me and Reed have been on quite the journey when it comes to our camera setup because, you know, as creators and as music business owners, you have to learn how to communicate with the world through video production, and everybody's at a different level and there's no right or wrong answers. But Reed and I really desire to have a really crisp, high def look to our channels because we just knew that we were capable of it, and we really wanted to bring something unique to YouTube and to the world. And so we really honed in our camera gear setup. So it's developed over time. We used to use a red cinema camera, but we actually sold that camera and we got the Sony FX3. We had an incredible, editor and director and camera expert, in my opinion. He's an expert, working with us for a couple months last year. And so we were working with him quite a bit. He's taught us so much about video production. And now Reed and I are able to do it on our own. So yeah, we're very excited to be on this journey in terms of honing in our video production skills. Okay. Miguel from Naples, Florida. Awesome. He says, I attended SAE in New York back in 2000, and I swear I've learned more from your channel on mixing than SAE. It's insane. Wow. I'm so honored to hear that. Let's talk about college programs for a minute, because Reed and I both went to college, you know, and it's so funny because Reed actually wasn't able to participate in the audio recording program at his college because he didn't play an instrument. So he actually pursued video production, and then, you know, he was just producing music, you know, that whole time. But isn't that funny? And then I actually didn't get accepted into a lot of the music business programs that I applied to. And, you know, I went to Nashville for school. I went to Belmont University, and I did music business there. But I had a lot of stipulations because of my SAT scores were so bad. So I had to take extra math classes. It was specifically math that really messes with me. For some reason, I just have a hard time with numbers and calculations. And, you know, I love numbers when it comes to money. Like, don't get me wrong. I love that. I love counting my money. but yeah, no, like calculus and all that stuff is very difficult for me. So, but I don't really remember anything from college. So Reed and I both had very similar experiences when it came to education, and we are both natural born teachers. My mom was a voice teacher and a piano teacher, so I definitely have it in my blood as well. And so we made it our mission to bring you guys an education program that you can't experience anywhere else. So we are real artists, real producers that have real credits and real experience in the real music industry. And we wanted to document our experiences and teach you guys what we've learned so that you can get an inside glimpse as to what is actually happening in production in the music industry in this present moment. I feel like a lot of the curriculum in music business college, which is just so silly because like you really can't major in music business because it's just such a wild card of a industry. But, you know, it's very outdated, a lot of the information. And, you know, which is cool. You can learn the history of music business, but at the same time, it's like, what use is that? You kind of just have to go for it. You have to make your own experiences and just experiment on your own to figure out what works, because you truly can make money and you can make a living doing anything if you are, you know, solving a problem or providing a service or providing art, you know? So anyway, that's my spiel on college. Okay, let me see. Oh, hi, I'm from Cuba. I don't speak Inglés, but I love your videos and what you do. Oh, gracias. Yo hablo español muy pequeño. I'm learning. Actually, you're reminding me to get back onto my Duolingo, because I was really consistent with Duolingo for like a month, and then I kind of got busy, so I got to get back on my Espanol. Okay, let's see. I don't know what half of you guys are even saying right now. Is this live? Yes, it is. Welcome to my live stream, everybody. Okay, so because I'm not getting any questions from you guys. What is going on? Okay, so anyway, since I'm not getting any questions from you guys, let's just talk about random stuff that I got going on. So besides the Black Friday sales, me and Reed are running 60% off. You can go check those out. We have a really exciting year planned ahead. And I think I have finally tapped into my style of art. It's kind of hard to explain. Like, I just feel like I have found like the perfect combination of all of my skill sets, all of my personality traits, all of my interests, and have combined it into one, production. And I would encourage you to check out my producing a tech house beat from scratch video, because that's the video that I'm talking about. I'm really proud of that video because for so long, I feel like I have been trying to hone in the perfect balance of all of my interests into one video. And I think I finally did it with that video. So for the year ahead, I'm just really excited to expand on my tutorials and really make it like a television series. I want it to be entertaining. I want to make you guys laugh. I want to wear crazy outfits and, utilize color and just make learning fun. Make learning fun again. Sorry, I had to do it. I just had to do it. So I genuinely wanted to just put a little spin, add a little spice, a little bit of flavor to what can be a really daunting and boring topic. Not that music production is boring at all whatsoever. I just think that there are so many steps and technicalities behind it that it can get a little bit overwhelming, and it can, and what I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but when I get overwhelmed, I check out. I need something that is actually going to keep me entertained and focused. And that's just how I learn. Like, kind of going back to talking about the education system, I was one of those kids that really struggled in school because I didn't really resonate with the way that I was being taught subjects. And so what I mean by that is I am a free spirit. I really need to have the space for my creativity to thrive. And I just feel like a lot of the education system, and I just feel like a lot of the education systems kind of dim that excitement, dim that light, kind of suck the fun out of learning in a lot of ways. Not every teacher or every situation was bad, of course, but I just feel like overall school was just really difficult for me because I'm a creative person. I needed a different approach to learning. And so that's what I'm providing on my YouTube channel. I want it to be entertaining, fun, sexy, cool, realistic, and I just want to provide a cool experience for people and something that's valuable. I really wanted to provide a valuable experience for people. I didn't want to just be one of those artists that was very egotistical and didn't provide any value to my fans and viewers. I really wanted you to be inspired, to ignite something within you from watching me. So I know that I learn the best when I'm in the room with somebody, or if I'm watching somebody do something, or just listening to somebody talk. I learn by observing. I'm a very, very observant person. I see everything. I notice everything, and I pick up on everything. And so when I am subjecting myself to something and exposing myself to something, that's how I learn. And so that's exactly my mission for you. I want you guys to watch me create, and I want you to apply those skills and workflows and tips and tricks to your lives so that you can create your dream life and essentially just have the best time ever. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. I just want everybody to enjoy their lives and also be a stand-up, honorable person. Yeah, I'm all about that shit. All right. Okay. Let's see. Oh, push it, but la la. Girl, release it, please. Okay, so I am going to release that song next year. This season is one of our busiest seasons for Reed and I because we work with so many brands and everybody is, running their Black Friday sales. So there was a lot of content that we had to get done for this season. But I am planning on releasing Push It. Wait, no, what is it called? Push and Pull. I am going to release that song next year after I put out my Booty Music EP in collaboration with Reed. So that's coming. Don't worry. Push it, da da, oh la la, push and pull la la. Okay. How do you start a flow? Ooh, I love this question because there are so many different flows that you can tap into. But I want to touch on just the flow of life first because I feel like that's the ultimate flow. A production flow is just like a piece of your life flow. So for me, it took a really long time to tap into my everyday flow. And it takes a lot of failures, a lot of rejection, a lot of pivoting and circumstances to really hash out who you are and what works best for you. And so I have developed a flow for my self-care routine. I've developed a workflow. I have developed a social flow, like, just how I communicate with others and work with other people. And so there are so many different types of flows that you have to tap into in your life in order to function at the highest level you can possibly function without burning out. And so I think it really, for me, what helped me tap into my flow was taking the time to really get to know myself. Like, I really had to take a step back and reevaluate all of my priorities, all of my interests. Who do I want to be? How do I want to present myself to the world? What do I want to look like? What do I want to feel like? How do I want to approach my business? And so there was a lot of things to figure out. But I think the best place to start is just by spending time with yourself. Get to know yourself. Really, really, really tap into your intuition and your gut. And if you do that, then you can hear your inner guidance crystal clear. And your inner guidance is what's going to help you dictate your flow and the way that you move in the world. And your inner guidance is going to guide you through your flow and how you should move in the world. And I think that's really important because once you can tap into your flow, into the flow of life and just how you operate and how you thrive as a being on this planet, then you can hash out your workflow and your production. And you can truly learn so much just by watching my tutorials. If you are struggling with your production workflow, that's why I made a vocal template. That's a great tool to use to help you get from A to B, So there's a purpose behind the tools that I provide. For my vocal samples, if you are getting stuck on a production, do you understand how helpful it is to have a vocal sample that you can drag into your session and experiment with and produce an idea around? That's inspiration. Inspiration is what guides you through your workflow. That's inspired action that you're taking. And that's ultimately what you want to tap into when you're creating, because that's going to lead you to your best work. Love from Ghana, Africa. Oh my gosh. I have so many African fans and I am so blown away by that because you guys are halfway across the world and it just is such a cool feeling to know that I can connect with you. It's amazing. And I would love to visit Africa. I would love to. I love animals. I would love to go to the safari. I would love to just travel and try the food and see the culture. I would love that. A hug from Colombia. You guys, we are worldwide, baby. I freaking love that. Okay. Have you ever produced a famous celebrity? Yeah, I mean, I've worked and collaborated with a lot of artists. So I think some of the most famous people that I've worked with would include, let's see, I have recorded vocals for Bella Thorne. I worked with Cruella and I recorded their vocals for, a lot of their songs, and they are incredible people. They were actually the ones who lent us their Sony C800 microphone when I was just getting started in vocal production. So I'm really grateful for them for that. I've obviously written songs for Steve Aoki. I've met him a couple times. I've produced and written a lot of songs for some famous J-pop acts. And, some of the DJs that I've worked with include Slander, Kashmir, Jaws. I've done stuff for, Marshmello's team that, never came to fruition, but I've worked with these people. So yeah, there are a lot of famous, I guess, DJs that I've worked with, but I've never actually worked with a famous mainstream pop act. Reed worked with a lot of rappers, so he's worked with a lot of famous people, but I was really, really deep in the EDM scene. So I've worked with a lot of really well-known and famous DJs. So yeah, I guess that would count. Armin van Buuren, a lot of people. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. Hello from Armenia. Wow. That is so cool. I love it. You are very friendly. Congratulations. I've seen you for a long time. You've got another super fan. Come to Brazil soon. Aw. I would love to come to Brazil, and I appreciate you so much for being a dedicated, valued member of my community and for watching my videos and supporting me. That is the ultimate support and love. So thank you. Aw. A new track with Breathe Carolina. That is so funny. So speaking of Breathe Carolina, they were actually my very first release on Armada. So that was my first label release. And it was a song called Platinum Hearts. And I wrote that song with, I think, the guitarist from 30 Seconds to Mars, which is pretty cool. And I did a music video with them. And since then, I have recorded, I think I've released a couple of songs with them, More Than Ever with Rios. What other song? Vanish. I think there was one other one, but I can't remember right now. So yeah, love Breathe Carolina. I'm really grateful for them. Actually, Tommy from Breathe Carolina was the one who introduced me and Kashmir. He linked us up in a text message, and I recorded a vocal for a song called Extreme that, the bass jackers and Kashmir were looking for a vocalist for. And so I unfortunately didn't get that song, but a couple years later, Kashmir texted me and we made Devil Inside Me, and then the rest is history. So that's kind of a cool story. Can you make a video for how you make your tutorial videos and what process it takes to get the final output of content on YouTube without losing any audio quality loss, also the process of shooting? That's a great question, and I would love to give you guys more information on video production, but I don't really see myself doing that at this moment in time. I'm really focused on recording my studio sessions. I would really love to get a really good chunk of studio sessions out there on YouTube so that I can really solidify my space on this platform. But you never know. Maybe in the future, I will show you guys the process of making a video. Did you like the KARRA songwriting credits playlist on Spotify? Yes, thank you, John. I really appreciate you making that for me. I have written a lot of songs. I've worked with a lot of people. And I am really proud of the catalog that I have created for myself and for other artists in this industry. So thank you so much for making that. I appreciate it. All right. So, KARRA, was starting out with making music real rough for you, or was it sort of enjoyable from the start? It was rough. I mean, it was enjoyable, but also rough because I loved music. And so anytime that I was, writing songs on my piano growing up or just writing songs with my friends, like I had a couple bands in high school that I would just get together with them and write songs and perform with them. So I really enjoyed that. It was a huge part of my life. But that doesn't mean that I knew what I was doing. I was still very, very, very young and just trying to find my way on my own. So there was a lot of frustrating moments, and I had to really just, accept where I was at the time and just stay focused and work with as many people as I could to learn from them. And eventually my journey has developed me in a way that I never thought was possible. I actually surprise myself sometimes with what I'm capable of, which is very exciting for me. But to say that, I still struggle to this day. The struggles never end. They just take different shape. And I think you just learn how to handle them logically and instead of with emotions. And so at least that was a big lesson for me because I'm a really sensitive person. I get emotional. I'm very, 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 very passionate about what I do. And so when I'm hitting all these different roadblocks, it gets overwhelming and it gets frustrating. And I don't, there were times where I didn't feel good enough or I felt like I was on the wrong path, but ultimately it was all for a reason and it made me who I am today. So I'm grateful for that. What did your setup cost? Well, I did a cost breakdown on my studio a couple years ago. I think, like a year and a half ago now. And the reason why I did a cost breakdown was because I did a studio tour, and one of the most asked questions was how much did it all cost? And so at that time, it costed around $100,000, but I think it costs a little bit more now because we did add a couple things to our studio setup. So I don't have an exact number. Maybe I can do an update on that cost breakdown. I like your songs and your collaborations. It's incredible. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Actually, my debut album, Beauty and the Boss, just surpassed 150,000 streams on Spotify, which is very exciting for me. I literally just posted that organically, and I just created content. And I did like a couple paid ads, but I honestly didn't have money to promote it because I spent it all on making the album and all of the visuals that came along with it. So I was broke like a joke just a couple months ago. Now I'm doing great and I'm back on my feet again. But investing in an album, it's a commitment. And I dedicated myself to it. I saw it through. I had a vision and I learned so much. And now I get to use the songs on my album for all of my tutorials, for all of my studio sessions, my brand deals, and I get to showcase my work through all of this amazing equipment. So I am so excited and grateful to be in the position that I am today and to also just provide a new direction for people to follow in terms of a music career. Because I feel like a lot of people think that they have to be successful on Spotify to have a successful career in music. That's false. That's just not true. I think that there are so many different paths that you can take, and I am honored to show you guys a new path that you can follow. I wanted to be as good as Skrillex from the start, so I thought everything I did was terrible for like 9 years. Well, Skrillex is one of the best producers of all time, in my opinion. So those are big shoes to fill. And so I think it's great to have inspiration and to look up to people, but I think that it can get a little bit dangerous if you are constantly comparing yourself to others. I think it's really important that you stay focused on yourself and that you can observe and watch other people, but you don't want to compare yourself to them because everybody's different. We have all different circumstances and experiences and, you know, families and opportunities. And so you can't really compare yourself to anyone else. Just focus on you. I am 15 years old. Which essential plugins are there that are affordable? Actually, I recently, well, a couple months ago, I posted a video where I recorded an entire vocal using free plugins and using a free DAW. So the DAW is called Luna. It's a DAW by Universal Audio. And the plugins that I used in that video were all completely free. So you can download them for no cost whatsoever. So like you said, you're 15. That's a great place to start. Just go download free plugins and you can watch my video. I have all the links in the description so you can download the plugins and then you can follow along with my tutorial. So I hope that helps. Let's see. Would you like to make music with Martin Garrix? I mean, that would be really dope, but I have to be honest, I really haven't been focusing on electronic music collaborations at this point in time. I'm 100% focused on my original music, my empire that I'm building, and my business. So while it would be incredible to work with Martin Garrix, it's not on my, you know, priority list to work with DJs at this moment in time. Maybe in the future, I would love to make a comeback in EDM with the right collaboration, with the right person. But yeah, it has to be the right situation, the right timing for me to do a collaboration like that. You should do a beat breakdown of Wusaw because I love that song. Yeah, I'm thinking about how to do beat breakdowns. I do have a lot on my plate already with releasing this new EP because I really want to get that out soon. But I would love to show you guys some of the production breakdowns for my album. KARRA, do you play any instruments? Tell us a little bit about your family influence in relation to your music, or are you just the only musician in the family? So that's a great question because my mother was my voice teacher and piano teacher. So I was singing straight from the womb. So my mom went to college for music education I think she did music education and music therapy. So she used to work in, you know, hospitals and sing music and do music classes with some of the kids, you know, that were struggling. And that is actually really cool. Like I love my mom for doing that. And she also is a music director at a bunch of churches. And like I said, a voice teacher. So she taught me how to sing. So that came pretty naturally to me. And I learned how to play the piano while I was singing. And then I learned how to play the clarinet. And so I was actually the drum major of, you know, my marching band and a conductor of my wind ensemble in high school. So I took band and music really seriously. I did choir. I did musical theater. I did everything. If it was a musical activity, I did it. I also am a dancer, so I dance. So anything that really is performative or emotional or just expressive, I am all for that. I love it. All right, let me see what we got. We need music videos. I am working on one as we speak. I am making a music video for Peak. That kind of sounded like a nursery rhyme. Yeah, so I'm filming my first self-produced music video. Well, that's not true. I've made music videos in the past, but this is going to be the first music video that is going to be at the level, like the quality that I really want it to be. So I'm so excited. It's going to be, I'm going to have choreography. So I have a bunch of dancers that are, you know, going to be featured in this music video. I'm going to be riding a horse. I'm going to do a lot of stuff in nature on a ranch. It's going to be very cool. I'm excited. What singers do you know, and who is your favorite singer? Well, I know a lot of singers. I mean, I worked with a lot of singers, so that's a big question to ask because there's so many of them. But I have to be honest, like I really haven't been listening to like any other music right now just because I've been so focused on my creating my stuff. So I honestly can't even think of somebody right now. Let me see. Do you have a favorite song, an album at the moment? Not your own. Yeah. So I once again, I haven't been listening to anybody else's music, so I don't have an answer for you on that one. I need a sip of water. I've been yapping. Yeah, 2025 is going to be a great year. What are you guys doing for the holidays? Are you doing anything fun? Let me know. Any advice for jobs in the music industry or to step foot into it? So, funny enough, I was cleaning out my closet and I found a notebook from my first year living in Los Angeles in 2014. And in my notebook, I wrote down all of the music gigs that I had and the amount of money that I made off of music living there for a year. And I only made $2,400 for the entire year. That doesn't even cover like rent for 1 month. So at that time, I was doing a lot of vocal gigs for toy commercials. So I met this producer that, made these productions for these toy commercials. And then he would just like pay me for my time. It was just a buyout. I just would get like $100, $200 for each session. And that's how I started making money in the music industry. I also, growing up, I sang at church. So that was another way that I kind of got my foot in the door in terms of making money from music. But when it comes to like the actual music industry, I think for me, I saw EDM as the perfect foot in the door as a vocalist because I needed to get my name out there. I needed to do collaborations and work with people. And so producers need vocals. And so I had something valuable for people, to use in their productions. And so I utilized that. And that's how I started building a business off of, getting vocal fees and working with DJs and, getting royalties for those songs, which led me to my first publishing deal with a major publisher. And, that was kind of, and also my Splice sample packs. I think my Splice sample packs were kind of like my biggest financial breakthrough. And then, my publishing deal. And then I recouped my publishing deal and I'm out of that now. And I just have an administration deal where they just collect my money instead of it being like a co-pub where they keep 50% of my money. And now I make money from brand deals. So I get hired by, the biggest tech brands in the industry to record my vocal sessions and, my production sessions. So and obviously my website, which I'm doing my 60% off Black Friday sale right now. So all of my vocal samples, my vocal templates, my courses, presets, everything on IamKarra.com is 60% off right now. So if you want to utilize my vocals in your productions, I have 100% royalty-free vocal samples available for only $28. You can get 500 vocal samples. And for $12, you can get a stock plug-in vocal template that you can just drag and drop into your session and you have a vocal chain ready to go. So speaking of money, that's, I built my e-commerce business, which is IamKarra.com, and I sell these production tools for, producers like you. And that's another way that I am able to support myself. So that all that to say, I have developed and evolved in my music career so much, and I'm nowhere near where I started. And I have, like I said, I've just evolved. I've generated all of these different sources of incomes for myself because of my creative, business savvy mind. And if there was ever a time where say I was blocked from something, I always found a way around it. I always got creative, and I always just experimented, and I tried something new. And I feel like that's the foundation that I built my entire business on, was actually fulfilling, a need within the community, the music community. And so that's just kind of how I've, been on my path. It's different for everybody. And so my journey when it comes to making money and building a business is not going to look the same as yours. And so all I can do is just give you, tell you my story and give you advice on how you can navigate your own life. Because it's so important to never compare yourself to others. And I think it's important to never take, something anybody else says to heart, because only you know what's best for you. And so if there is a calling that you have within you and that you are constantly being pulled to this one idea, you see this vision in your head and it's so clear, that means that you need to pursue that. Don't let it fly away with all of the other ideas that you never pursued. If there really is something that you think and believe that you can make money on and make into a business, do it. Ooh, preview some new music. Okay. So I have a couple songs coming out. I have a new collaboration with my friend Easy McCoy. It's called Got It Like That, and we recorded some really dope visuals for it. We recorded a live performance, and I also recorded a podcast with him. And so all of that content will be funneled out on December 6th is when the song comes out. So why don't we take a listen to that? I'm so excited about this song. And shortly after that, I think in January, I'm going to be releasing my Booty Music EP with Reed, which is just full of bangers. It's just fun dance tracks. So let's take a listen. Got It Like That, mastered by Studio DMI, who is also doing a Black Friday sale at My Mix Lab. Reed actually built My Mix Lab with Luca Predalezzi, who mastered massive hits like Lean On by Major Lazer. So if you are interested in getting a more in-depth education on mastering and mixing, definitely subscribe to My Mix Lab. They are doing Black Friday sale this year, so check them out. All right, let's see.
When I walk on the street, all eyes on me. I'm looking like who you wanna be. When I bring that heat, like 100 degrees, make it hot like a sauna, coming out for the summer. P-O-S-S-S-S boss, no caption, I talk that talk, like the way I walk that walk, walk. B-O-S-S-S-S boss, no caption, I talk that talk, like the way I walk that walk.
Pull up in the newest model, looking like I hit the lotto. My energy is bravo, live the day like no tomorrow. Cash me out, don't do no favors. I am the juice, got all the flavor. What's the bet? I got the wager. My life is rich, my palace major. I've been in the zone for a while. You know how I move, know how I get down. P-O-S-S boss, talk that talk, walk that walk. You talk about the price, you don't know what it costs. Been down by law, shoot for the stars. Fashion favorite, sauce stainless.
When I walk on the street, all eyes on me. I'm looking like who you wanna be. When I bring that heat, like 100 degrees, make it hot like a sauna, coming out for the summer. B-O-S-S-S-S boss, no caption, no talk that talk, like the way I walk that walk. B-O-S-S-S-S boss, no caption, no talk that talk, like the way I walk that walk. I got it like that. I got it like. I got it like that. 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 I got it like that.
like that. I gotta like, hey. I'm really excited to put that song out. So that's in collaboration with my friend Easy McCoy. And Easy, you're going to get to know him after watching his podcast episode that I'm posting soon. But Easy is literally the king of sync. And if you don't know what sync is, that means, you know, placements on television, movies, commercials, video games. Like his voice dominates that space. So you'll hear his songs playing in the background of UFC. You'll hear his songs on NFL, like, or as a trailer for a movie. It's really cool, and we've been working together for a long time. And so that is a collaboration with him. Yeah. All right. Underwater is mixed and mastered by Reed. So Underwater was mixed by Reed and Kashmir because they both produced it together. And so, you know, we all mix as we go. And while you're producing, we definitely, you know, are mixing as we build out the production idea. But it was mastered by Luca Predalesi at Studio DMI. And I was just talking about Luca. He is the owner and face and teacher of My Mix Lab, who are doing a 60, or I'm not sure what the percentage is, but they are doing a Black Friday sale if you are interested in learning how to master and mix like a pro. All right, let's see. I'm trying to get my music into that space one day. Hell yeah, David. And you are totally capable of doing that. And it's a great space to be because sync licensing, you make a lot of great money doing that. And what's beautiful about it is that you don't need to have a successful song on Spotify to make a 6-figure, you know, movie trailer with a song. You know, it's like you can make so much money off of sync licensing. And I think one of my biggest placements was for a Walmart ad for $40,000. And when I got that, I was like, holy cow, like, yes, please sign me up. Sign me up for sync. Is it okay to mix while producing? Oh, yeah, you should be. You could, you know, it's like Obviously, it's a lot of steps to learn how to produce, learn how to mix, but it's really crucial that you are mixing while you're producing because that really can change the outcome of your idea. You know, like when we're, for example, producing a tech house beat from scratch, I just posted a tutorial on this. I started with a vocal sample. And we mixed that vocal sample right away and we put an effect on it. And that is what inspired the rest of the production. So you can't just neglect the power of mixing as you produce. You really should be trying to add ideas like into your mix as you go because that shapes the production as a whole. Rami says, I just signed an exclusive 5-year deal for sync. Congratulations. That's incredible. I'm so proud of you guys. I love that. I love hearing y'all's stories. Like anytime I'm on live stream, like please share with me what you have going on in your life. Share with me your wins, the things that you're overcoming. Ask me your questions. If you're struggling with something, ask me. I'm a healer. I love to heal people. I love to help people. It is my passion, my biggest passion in life. The foundation of everything that I do is to help people and to connect with people and to inspire people. And so I would love to know what you're up to, what you're doing, what you're pursuing. Tell me. I would love to hear that. You should collab with Lexi Pantera. I feel like y'all styles would go crazy together. You know, funny enough, Reed worked with her when he was living in Los Angeles years ago. So Reed knows Lexi. That would be dope. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just reading you guys, your comments. What's sync? Okay, so I explained it already, but I'll just go over it again. Sync licensing is when you place a song on a commercial, a TV show, a movie trailer, a video game, an online ad, literally anything that's for like commercial use, and your music is being played in that, they have to get a sync licensing deal in place, because you have to get paid for a placement like that. So, and what I love about sync licensing is, as I mentioned, the songs could be unreleased. They don't have to be popular songs, and they can still make a ton of money just by getting them placed on, opportunities like that, like movies, TV, commercials, all that good stuff. I don't know where that came from. I love opera. I grew up singing opera, so I definitely want to do more like opera vocals in my stuff. I did a lot of opera samples in my album, Beauty and the Boss, and I actually have an entire folder of opera samples in my vocal sample pack that's on sale right now at I'mKarra.com. And it's really cool. Like, you can really like sample my opera samples and make it into like a vocal chop / lead synth in your song. And I love mixing opera with like hip hop. It sounds so cool. All right, guys, I think this is a great place to wrap up. We've been talking for about an hour now, and wow, I am just so excited for the year ahead. I have so many cool things planned for my YouTube channel. I really want to build this community to, epic proportions. I want to reach as many people as possible and just spread the love, joy, and, peace that music brings to my life. I really want to share that wealth of knowledge with others. So I'm just honored to be a teacher, be a guide, be an inspiration to all of you. And I'm so blessed because you guys inspire me. You guys, every single one of you, you keep me going. You help me, you motivate me, you inspire me. And I'm just so honored and blessed to have you guys be a part of my journey and for me to be a part of yours. And so I appreciate you joining me for this live stream. I'm going to be doing more live streams. I'm going to try and do another one this week. So think about some questions that you want to ask me. And yeah, I can't wait to speak to you again. I am really excited to also, figure out how I can, live stream a vocal recording session. I would love to start doing that. And yeah, I just have some exciting things planned for this year that I'm really happy and excited to execute. So I appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much for your questions. And like I said, keep thinking about those questions because I would love to answer them. I would love to speak to you guys more and connect with you more. And last but not least, do not forget that I have a 60% off Black Friday sale at I'mKarra.com. All of my vocal samples and vocal presets and courses and templates are on sale for 60% off. And don't miss out on all of the free tutorials that I'm posting on my YouTube channel right now. I just posted 3 really amazing tutorials, one using Waves plugins, one producing a tech house beat from scratch, and one using the new 2nd generation Apollo. So go ahead, watch those videos if you haven't. I hope you learned so much and have an incredible day.